Hey guys, it's Truly, and this is part 2 of Thundarr the Barbarian and the Lost Children. So, if you hadn't watched the earlier video, or if you have, Thundarr has just arrived at sort of an amusement park, I believe, and it's like an ancient thing, so here we go. At the other end of the park, there's an ancient carnival ride. The entrance to the ride is designed to look like the head of an enormous dragon, with the tracks for the cars going directly into its mouth. Above its head, in crumbling letters, read the signs Dun Eon and Dra Eon. The doors in the fake monster's mouth begin to glow a strange green color, then burst outward in an eruption of green light. From the light tumble 6 young people, all dressed as medieval fantasy adventurers. At the top of the heat is a young man with short black hair named Eric, dressed as a knight and carrying a golden shield. Lying directly on the bottom of the heap is a blonde-haired young man named Hank, who's dressed as a woodsman and carrying a golden bow. Sandwiched between Hank and Eric is a pretty redhead named Sheila, who's dressed in various shades of purple, including her cloak. Off the side of the two are 2 youngest members of the party, Presto, a red-haired boy of about 14 years, wearing the green robes and conical hat of a mythical wizard, and Bobby, a blonde-haired boy wearing the furs and horned elm of a barbarian and carrying a wooden club. He's also clutching a baby unicorn protectively in his arms. The only one who didn't wind up in the dog pile was Diana, a mocha-skin acrobat wearing a fur bikini and carrying a green wooden staff. She walks over to Bobby and Presto and helps them to their feet. Eric is the first of the others to recover from their bumpy ride. "Hey," he says, "we did it. We're home." "Great," groans Hank. "Now will you please get off me? I can't breathe." "Alright, sorry about that, Hank." Eric gets up off his friends and helps Hank and Sheila to their feet. Meanwhile, Diana, Presto, and Bobby are looking around, very confused expressions on their faces. Hank," says Presto, "are you I think I just choked on my own words. "Are you sure we went through the correct portal to our world?" "It was right where the dungeon master said it was going to be," says Eric. "Why wouldn't it be the right portal?" "Well, I don't remember the moon looking like that." They all looked up to the shocking image of the moon split cleanly in two, like a giant egg. "What happened?" asked Bobby. The baby unicorn makes an affirmative bleating sound. "Bobby," says Sheila, "you were supposed to leave Uni back in the realm. She won't be able to survive in our world." "But sis," Bobby replies to his older sibling, "Thundarr was right there. I couldn't just leave her there. He would have hurt her." "And I still might add, barbarian," says a deep voice dripping in cruelty. The kids all turn to the demonic figure of Thundarr exiting the Dungeons and Dragons ride, sitting atop his nightmare mount with the ever-present shadow demon hovering by his side. "Now give me your magical weapons and I will leave your world in peace. Refuse and you shall suffer the consequences." The kids all run in several different directions. Presto runs around to the back of the Dungeons and Dragons ride. Bobby, Sheila, and Uni all make a mad dash for the carousel. Hank and Diana run towards the target range, and Eric heads straight for the food court. Howling in rage, Thundarr and his mount take to the sky. From above, he starts unleashing his magical assault. Eric also almost makes it to the burger shack before one of the Thundarr's magical boats blasts it to the kindling. Eric turns to see Thundarr above him, a glowing ball of energy in the palm of his hand. Thundarr hurls his magical spear at Eric. With nowhere to hide, Eric instinctively ducks behind his enchanted griffin shield. Incredibly, the magic blast is deflected off the shield and goes right back to Thundarr, nearly knocking him from his nightmare. "Hi, everybody," calls Eric. "My shield still has its magic." With a hopeful expression, Hank draws back on his energy bow. To his delight, a magical arrow appears and he aims and fires it at Thundarr. "Eric's right," he says. "Hit Thundarr with everything you've got." Sheila puts up her hood from her invisible cloak, disappearing from view. Soon rocks are flying at Thundarr's head, thrown by an unseen assaultant. Bobby uses his thunder club to break off pieces of the carousel and send them flying at Thundarr. Thundarr fires back with bolt after bolt of magic, only to have Bobby, Diana, and Eric send them back with their club, javelin, staff, and shield. Seeing that their weapons are working on Earth now, Presto decides to lend a hand. He takes off his hat of many spells, wiggles his fingers over it and says, "Magic hat, which I hold, give me a spell to leave Thundarr cold." Then he reaches into the hat and pulls out vanilla ice cream cone. Presto looks down at his botched spell. "Oh, nuts," he says. Then he looks up this time to see Venger throwing his own spell at him. Presto screams and holds up his hat in front of him like a shield. Venger attacks, get caught in the hat, but with enough force to throw Presto several feet to be slammed against the side of the Dungeons and Dragons ride. Preston slumps to the ground, unconscious. Okay, that was part 2. Subscribe or like, follow, so you can hear more stories. Bye, guys.